Hi again, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to the third set of sprints for SMUTELLA. It's just me here right now, but okay. Got a pup in the background who's upset about something. Anyways, we are going to be starting Slash or Pass tonight. This is by Tylor Paige. I will actually be trying to finish Little Stranger because I didn't finish earlier today. I'm on page 163 out of 251. So I have less than 100 pages to go, which I think I'll try to finish in this first sprint, and then I'll switch over to Slash or Pass. So kind of lagging behind here a little bit, but got caught up in some work stuff today, so it's how it goes. If you're interested in reading any of the other books, so obviously we started with God of Malice, we went to Little Stranger, and obviously this is Slash or Pass. And then there is also Scream for Us and Corrupt. So Scream for Us is by Molly Doyle, and then Corrupt is by Penelope Douglas. So that would be all 5 books for SMUTELLA. You don't have to read any of them if you don't want to. You're totally welcome to join here and read whatever you'd like. But if you are joining, let me know what you're going to be reading or what you're going to be doing tonight. I think I might have some company. I know it's some people are on some different sprints right now. Like Leandra has sprints going on, and I think Neva's over there. Some of our friends on the other side of the world are sleeping, so you know it's just how it be. And then some people are just taking care of family stuff. So you've just got me right now for entertainment. But hello, Shauna. How are you? I'm going to be continuing Corrupt. How far are you into it right now? And is it how is it going so far? Let me know, because I need to know if I'm like looking forward to this book or what. Hello, Sabrina. I'm 76% into The Dead Romantics. Are you absolutely loving this book? Because it was super cute. Hi, Kelsey. I don't know if you were here yesterday. Neva was on the chat or on the screen. And I was like kind of trying to post everyone's videos on screen that had like their most recent video. And I kept wanting to call you Bestie Kelsey. I was like, oh, yeah, well, we have a video with Bestie Kelsey. That's your new name, Bestie Kelsey. Just about to sit down and finish Ashes and the Star Chris King. It should be a 4 to 5 star. I love this. I need to finish, like, I need to continue that series for sure. But I want to reread the first book. And then I haven't done the novella yet or the second book. And then I know the third book is coming out soon. So, maybe that'll happen soon, like November soon. I'm reading Moth Girl by Julie Law, which is Femme Mothman, I think. Oh, okay. Is it good? Are you enjoying it? Sickness Came Back. I'm sorry, Kathy. Made Egg Drop Soup and reading Mile High by Liz Tom Ford. That book popped up today when I was looking through my TBR videos to see what I haven't read yet. And this was one of those books that I put on a TBR and I haven't read it. Hello, Alyssa. I just finished Little Stranger at work today, and I gave it 4 stars. I'll be starting Little Liar. I tried listening to Scream for Us and wasn't feeling it. Ooh, what was it about Scream for Us that was not that you weren't feeling? Let me know. Like, was it like triggers? Was it the audio, like the narrator? Let me know. I also didn't know there was an audiobook for this, but I also didn't look. I am 110 pages in, and I'm enjoying it so far. Better than the other 2 books? Or 3, I guess you've read 3 so far. Yes, I'm really enjoying this book. I kept putting it off because I didn't think I would, and I'm so glad I decided to read it. Oh, I love this for you. That's amazing. I actually got to meet Ashley Poston a couple months ago. She's so cool. Like, she's super down to earth. If you ever meet her in person, ask her to tell you about her cats. She will go off. Like, she will not stop talking about her cats. I love, love, love The Right Move, so I figured I'd start with number 1. I am very excited to start this series. And I think what I'm going to do is some sort of, I posted it in our Host for Pros Discord, but I want to do like a TBR unhaul. So like all the books from this year that I put on a TBR and that don't get read, I want to either put them on a TBR for next year, like 2025, and I want to do this quarterly. So like, let's say I have, what's an easy number? Let's say I have 36 books on my TBR that I haven't read from 2024. I would want to split it up over I want to do quarterly. So that would be like 9 books every 3 months. So 3 books a month that would need to come from the TBR, and they need to get read. If they don't get read in 2025, they get unhauled. And I obviously, as I read them, and if I'm like, oh, didn't care for this book, I can unhaul it right then and there. But like, if it sits around all year and still doesn't get read after another year, it's got to go. Haven't started Moth Girl, probably very short. Okay, gotcha. LOL, Bestie Kelsey, love that. That's your new name. I don't know what it was, to be completely honest. I think it was how fast it jumped into the smutty stuff, which is odd because Little Stranger was pretty similar. Yeah, now, oh, I didn't update you guys where I'm at. I'm on part 2 of Little Stranger. So I've gotten to Malachi's point of view. And we're definitely getting to see more of him being, like, I guess unhinged. But I feel like there's a better word for unhinged. Like, he's just, like, psycho. That sounds kind of mean. Especially because, like, I work in the mental health field. And I would never call one of my patients psycho. But, like, in this book, he's literally acting psycho. I would say so far it's giving the vibes that it is going to be my favorite out of all of them. Oh, I love that. And do you have the rest of the series? Or are you going to continue it? I love The Right Move, my favorite in the series, but I also love Caught Up. Everyone has to read them. Yeah, they are right here. Did I buy the last one? I did. I bought Play Along. Well, that's bad. I bought the whole series. Haven't read them yet. Almost cried at the end when Malachi was talking about his past, which is why I had to pick up Little Liar. Oh my gosh. I might be doing that. It's crazy how I came across this book. Like, I was in a used bookstore and saw this, and I was like, oh, interesting cover. And then I go obviously read the back. It was in a romance section. I think it was like a dark romance section. And I think I got the book for like $7, which isn't bad. But yeah, and then Bree started talking about it. She kept seeing it on TikTok, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, maybe we need to read this sooner rather than later. I'm reading Corrupt and the rest of the series on KU. Okay, gotcha. I have the rest of the books somewhere back here at the bottom. So hopefully I need to do like a series thing because I keep starting series and I need to like finish series. I'm looking forward to Kill Switch, as I have heard it is most people's favorite book in the series. I literally know nothing about these books, and I bought the whole series. Like, I have a problem. If you need a buddy read, Vanessa, I totally don't mind waiting and choosing another one. No, you could totally read it. I don't have plans to get to it right now. That's the only reason I'm like, oh, I would love to buddy read it, but I have a lot of other books going on this month because I have a couple of author interviews later in the month where I'm trying to read 3 books each from them. So I can't even squeeze it in right now. But no, I appreciate you offering. Okay, so I think we're going to do 60-minute sprints. And let me pull up the timer. So here it is, a little bit of a darker vibe today. This isn't quite church setting. This is obviously like a dark academia setting, but the Slasher Pass book has some churchy vibes to it. So just imagine you're in like a really fancy church with lots of books along the walls. All right, I'll see you guys in 1 hour. Have a great first sprint. Hello, hello. How did everybody's first sprint go? I am almost done with Little Stranger. I have like 2 pages left, I swear. Like, I'm on the extended epilogue, which is from the main male character's point of view. And I'm just going to say that Malachi has a thing for screwdrivers and using them on people. I cannot tell you how many times this screwdriver came into play within the last 30 minutes or so. So, yeah. I have now also found out what the gas mask on the cover is. You look in the background past the red, there's actually like a gas mask back there. Yeah, interesting book. I think I'm gonna settle on 3.5 for this one. I don't even know like how to use words right now, but I would say that the brother sister kink, I'm not. It's not like it doesn't. It's not like it's a turn on, but it's also not a turn off. If that makes sense. Like it was just there. Like it didn't do anything for me, and I also went into it knowing that they're foster siblings, but it was very repetitive in terms of you're my little brother or you're my little sister, you're my big brother, like all that stuff. Definitely very repetitive. But I am very interested in continuing this series, and I'm gonna actually look into getting the next book. I think it's on Kindle Unlimited. Little Liar, I believe it's called. And this one is 207 pages on Kindle, so that's not bad. But now I'm kind of like, what? Oh, wait, hold on. That's this book, Little Stranger. Why did it do that? Little Liar. Oh, gosh. Little Liar is 430 pages. Whew, why is it twice as long? So it sounds like whatever happened at the end of the first book is going to take place in the second book because it's a duet. It's just 2 books. Huh. Okay. It's a little turn off that it's so long because the first book's so short. But I don't know. I'm interested. I'd continue. I just don't know when. Let's see how you guys did. Let's see where I am at. I sillily, that's not a word, is it? Did not star where I left off. But hello, Cherie, and hello to Ro. Don't forget to hydrate, everybody. Hello, Alicia, just popping in to say hello and hit the like button. Still no power. Flooding has receded. Cleanup has started. That's good to hear. Do they have an expected date of when you guys can expect power? I know that the people who do like those things, the linemen and stuff, they're out there working on it. But there's so few of those people because it's such a dangerous job. But I hope that you get power soon. Hello, Christina. I'm late, but I made it. What are you up to, Christina? Are you reading anything fun? On Show by Luna Fury is free. It's her newest book and has a 5-star rating. It's 3 women on stage with an audience of women. Interesting. Let's look this one up. On Show Luna Fury. The cover's cute. So it's a lesbian exhibitionism novella, part of the Her Sapphic Discovery series. Cute. And what's the other one? On Display. Interesting. Read 40 pages of Little Liar, and I think my heart's officially broken. Oh my gosh. Alyssa, just realized it's called The Web of Silence Duet. My jaw dropped. I need to know what's going on now. Is it like suspenseful from the get-go? Hello, Sarah. Currently reading The Halloween Moon and An Arc of Forbidden Fruit. How are you liking these? About to have supper. What's for supper? Phantasma just arrived at my door. So excited to read it for Brooklyn's Buddy Read in November. Very glad you're getting to this. I now have it displayed behind me because I love it so much. 8% through Mile High. It's pretty good so far. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the self-inflicted body shaming to be that triggering. Oh, good to know. Good to know going into that, for sure. Hopped in from Leandra Sprints and read 50 pages of Jade City, listening to audiobook along with physical book because fantasy. I love that. Are we hydrating? Yes, we are. Are you hydrating, Christina? Good question here, Meredith. Hi, by the way. Hoping to get lots of The Second Sex read today. Sounds like a possible smutty book, but it's a feminist nonfiction. I hope that it is smutty at least a little bit. Reading? What is that? You know, it's that thing we do every now and then. Also, supper is breakfast sandwiches. Very tasty. We did a little, I was grocery shopping yesterday, and I passed by this section. I don't really know what, I guess it's like the deli section. It's like where the grocery store puts all of the stuff that they make. So sometimes they put some like clearance items up there. So I saw this like take home, like already put together kit. Like it had this stuff in it, and it was supposed to expire on the 12th. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll grab this. It was half off, originally $12. Got it for $6, and it was like some sort of coconut curry noodle dish with chicken in it, and it was really good. I was like, if it hadn't had an expiration date of tomorrow, I would have bought more. Like if I had like a week or something to use them, I definitely would have bought more. But I would try that again. It was really good. I'm loving both. Hoping to finish Forbidden Fruit today. What's it about? Let me look up the cover. If it'll come up on here. Forbidden Fruit. I also don't know who it's by. Is it by Sam Hall? Like, oh, there's another one by S. Trout. There's a lot of books by authors called Forbidden Fruit, so who's it by? It was only the first 2 chapters that was devastating. Then it goes into the first book, but in Malachi's POV. Also, do I buy Phantasma? Is all the hype right now? Yes. If you like Caraval and Throne of the Fallen, which I would say it's more Caraval-esque, and then there's like sins throughout, like each level of the games is a different sin, and it's a paranormal kind of book, definitely buy it. Like it's just such a good book. And the next book I want to say is called Enchantra. The cover is stunning. I love the Phantasma cover, but the Enchantra cover is like purple. Stunning. Ooh, I need to eat something. Yes. For anybody who has like ADHD or just like forgets to eat, here's your reminder to eat and to drink some water. Yes, I am. Every time I post it and every time it is read. That's good to hear. Well, unfortunately, there's no hydration in Meredith's book. It's pretty dry. There's no smut going on. Hello, Steph. Tonight I'll be reading Lady of Shadows. I soft DNF'd this one back in July, so going to give it one more chance. I hope this go around it goes way better for you. Does that mean when there aren't sprints, you don't hydrate? Do we need to send you videos of us telling you to hydrate? So we do. Oh, yes, that's right. I know, these reminders. Sometimes, like, as we get older, we just need the reminders. It's a mafia single dad nanny romance. Ooh, you know who would like this a lot? Katie. Katie loves the single dad nanny stuff. Mine is the only review for On Show on Goodreads or Amazon. That is wild. Did it just come out? Okay. It scared me. It's so loud in my ears. It's by C.J. Lucy. I read this as C. Juicy. My bad. It's... Oh, here it is. Okay. Comes out October 25th. It's a pretty cover. It's like very simple. Off Limits has never tasted so sweet. Oh, of course, the main character's name's Vanessa. But then I'm usually sleeping. I find sprints all day long. I know. It's the only way I remember. You don't hydrate while sleeping? No, not a mermaid. Why not? Is Phantasma going to be a series or a duet or standalone? I'm pretty sure that Phantasma is... Ooh, actually, you know what? Because I did read the synopsis for the second one, I think you sort of need to read the first one. Like, I think they're standalones. Like, they're not continuous, but I think you'll have a lot more backstory of what goes on. It's literally, I think it's going to be just like Caraval and Legendary, where, you know, you have the two sisters. I forget their names. One starts with a D. Anyways, you have the two sisters, and in the first game, like, one sister's trying to find the other sister, and then in the second book, I'm sorry if I'm spoiling this for anybody, but in the second book, it's more, I think, from the sister's perspective, if I'm not mistaken. But I think that's how Enchantress is going to be. It definitely gives like strong Caraval vibes with more paranormal beings, like less YA. And there is in Phantasma some horror, like very gruesome scenes. When I say people get squished, think like that's the horror in the book. But yeah, it just had like everything I liked. Reading Phantasma next month, so excited. I'm so excited to read Phantasma. When the next one comes out, I'm going to reread it. It's a duet. Just looked it up on Amazon. Ooh, okay. So there's only going to be 2. That's good. I wish I was a mermaid sometimes, but I like being a fairy. Way to ruin my dreams. I always thought you were a mermaid. Gotta have that main character energy. And your review is on Amazon. Yeah, I find that people don't always review on Amazon. Like, I tend to review mostly on Goodreads, and only if an author or their like agent or whatever reaches out to me to be like, hey, you know, provide a review on the website, then I do that on Amazon. But otherwise, I'm pretty much just stick to Goodreads. People get squished, sign me up, love me some horror. Yeah, I think that's like the only horror scene, but there might be like one other one. But I'm pretty sure that was one that I really liked. That sounded so weird. It just stuck out of my mind because the whole time I was only thinking of, you know, in Mario, like the game, the big block guys, I forget their names, but they have like the faces and they're just like big block silver blocks that they squish. Yeah, just like that's what I imagine, which is silly because Mario is not in Phantasma. Maybe I do need these videos. Hydrate. Don't forget to hydrate. Alrighty, I am going to get us into, oh, thank you, Nightbot. Thank you. I'm going to get us into our next sprint. How do I reset this? How do you reset the focus? I'm like so new to focus. Okay, there we go. I got it. The timing, right? Okay, we're going to do another hour. And I'm going to finish up Little Stranger, probably vlog for a sec, my thoughts, and then switch into Slash or Pass. Happy sprinting. Hello, hello, welcome back. How did everyone's sprint go? I went and took my pup out for her nightly walk and potty, and I'm working on a diamond painting. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm pretty sure it's Elsa. Yeah, now that I hold it up, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's Elsa. So that's what I'm doing, and I started listening to Slash or Pass. I am currently, how far am I? Let's see. I didn't realize there's an audiobook for this, but I'm on page 54, so 11% through the book. And I'm liking it so far. It sounds like they were part of a cult, and, well, they weren't, how do I describe this? Like, they were, I think, taken, and they were part of this cult. And I think bad stuff happened to them. They eventually like escaped, except for one of the three, because he was trying to protect them. And now the two, I think some time has gone by, several years have gone by, and they are like meeting up again and kind of like on the anniversary of when they escaped. And they're kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. She's iffy with him, I guess. Like, not ready to like dredge that stuff back up. But it's interesting so far. And I'm kind of like, I know that this is a like a Scream, like there's some sort of Scream in here. This like Scream the franchise. I don't know if it comes out as them wearing like Scream masks, or if it's going to be like, you know how it's like you think the good guys are good guys, but it's like actually the bad guy. I don't know if it's going to be like that. But it's interesting. Very interesting so far. I'm having a great time. Let's see. I know some friends joined us. Neva stopped in and said hi, finished Little Stranger. Gave it a 3.5 stars. And I was saying I also gave it a 3.5 stars. I also updated my vlog and started talking about, like, I talked about my thoughts for Little Stranger, and then I also talked about starting Slash or Pass. Let's see. Oh, and then the second half of the book was definitely better in my opinion. It got more like suspenseful, and you really wanted to know what was happening. But there were also some little things in it that I was like, that wasn't true to character. It got a little, like, he stopped being a psychopath, basically. And I was like, you don't just stop being a psychopath. You don't just fall in love. It was kind of weird. Yay for finishing, Neva, and hi. I might read book 2. I've not decided. I said I'll definitely read it, but it won't be for a while just because I've got a lot of other stuff in the forefront. And Catherine joined us. Hello. I saw monsters and had to join. Although this can be your monsters like paranormal beings, werewolves, barbarians, ice planet ones, you know, all kinds of different monsters, aliens and stuff. This is also monstrous men. So like it can be your real dark bad boys. Or girls, you know, whatever gender. I'm currently logging my library and listening to some IPB. Which one are you on? Hello, Sadia. How are you? And Danny stopped in. Gonna get some editing done. When I'm finished with that, I'll be reading The Gods Below. I have that book. I think it came in the very late. I haven't even unwrapped them yet. Yeah, it's whatever this one is. The Gods Below. Ooh, you can see that little snippet there. I also got, what's this one? The Dagger and the Flame. I haven't even opened them yet. Like, I don't know why. I'm not even saving them for anything. I'm just kind of, I think at this point I'm getting so many books that I don't have anywhere to put them on my shelves, and I'm not as excited. Like, I need to read these books and get them off my shelves if I don't like them. Let's see. Sadia said, you need to look up a book called Her Pastry Shifters. So I did. And it looks cute. It looks like a Why Choose. It says how to get 3 scrumptious mates. Ingredients: 1 lonely baker, 3 sexy shifters, an epic bake-off. Directions: combine fated mates in 1 room at an overbooked hotel. Add a dash of spice, a smidget of food play, and a pinch of quirky romance. Set your oven to bake, turn up the heat, and enjoy. Disclaimer: not responsible for burned e-readers. I thought this was cute. Actually, this might fit perfectly with Bree and I for our smutty weekend next month. Want to do like food play. So I have to, I should start that little group chat on, or that, what do you call it, channel on the Host for Pros Discord. But this will be a book that I put in there. So thank you, Sadia. And Ash joined us. I just got KU for the month. So excited to pick up some romance now. Still deciding what to choose. Did you choose anything yet? And if you have not, do you need any help choosing? I finished Seduced and Spanked by Her Hot Lesbian Plumber by Luna Fury. It was okay. Standard Luna Fury spice, but lost points for unrealistic plumbing repair. The personal trainer one in that series was better. What happened with the plumbing? The plumbing repair. Please tell. I can't wait to hear, Zach. Got to 65%. Nice progress. Read maybe 10, 15 pages. That's also great progress. Clean the kitchen, wash sheets that round. Amazing. On book 10 of IPB. Ooh, okay. Let's see who this couple is. Ice Planet Barbarians. There's like so many in this series. It's crazy. Where's number 10? Barbarian's Hope. Ooh, sexy cover. How come in the synopsis it doesn't tell me the couple? Also, I didn't realize how short this one was. It only says 175 pages on Kindle. That's not too bad. That makes it less daunting to like actually read them if they're not crazy long, you know? Got to page 174. I learned that a man wrote in a medical journal that there was indisputable proof that if menstruating women touched meat, it would go bad because he saw it happen twice with ham. That was in 1878. What a time it must have been to be alive. Can you imagine? I'd be pissed. Finished supper, watching a movie, and working on diamond painting, avoiding chores still. Who needs to do chores on a Friday night? You know, it's okay. It's okay. Definitely reading about monstrous men, just not in the fun way. Although I did giggle about the ham for 5 minutes. I probably would too. You have the pretty edition. Now I want to open it, Danny, because I don't know what it looks like. I don't know why, but I think since doing the Goddess Complex, Beatrice's readathon, I've been like really wanting to find mythology books with gods. Oh my gosh, this is pretty. Holy crap. I love red and purple together. I used to not as a kid. I remember my school colors in middle school were red, and I wore like a purple shirt or something in my school ID, and I used to hate the clash of colors, but look at this. It's not even like showing you how stunning it is on camera. That's so pretty. It's red and purple. I love this back cover. I can only imagine what the inside looks like. Okay, if I can get the dust jacket off, that'd be great. Dude, this is pretty. I think I like this better than the dust jacket. It's so pretty. And then here's the insides. That's the back. Yeah. end pages. Wow. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Aren't these supposed to be signed? Interesting. I don't know if this counts as their signature. It's like a printed thing. Interesting. Danny, you'll have to let me know. Are you're starting it now? I wish I like had time to fit it in, but I have other books like that are just as big as this one that I'm trying to read this month for some author vlogs. I'm interviewing Mallory Dunlin and Latrexa Nova this month. Latrexa's books aren't this long, but Mallory Dunlin's are. She's got some more like fantasy type of books. Actually, Danny, you might like some of them. Check out Mallory Dunlin. I think there's some good fantasy romance in there for you. What are you logging in your library? Is there an app for that? Or where? Sorry. I just use Goodreads. Yeah, I have like a shelf on Goodreads that I call my 2024 physical TBR. And then when I get a book in, I just like add it to that. And if I'm reading a book and finish it, I make sure I untag it. But I think I might go through in the beginning of the year and redo it. I mean, it's like probably a good thing to redo it every year just because you're like more up to date, more accurate. I don't know. Made a Google Sheets. I tried different apps, but nothing really gave me what I was looking for. I also use a Google Sheets, but for my NetGalley arcs. Maybe I should put them on Goodreads. I don't know. There's so many things to do with books. It's insane. Testing out the Fable app, though. Seems like it could be a fun Goodreads alternative. I never thought about. Well, I think when I was using Fable, it wasn't maybe as developed as it might be now. I haven't looked at it in over a year and a half. Me and my friend have read almost all 60? Oh my gosh. Plus IPB and sub-series. I didn't even know there's a sub-series. Oh my gosh. What is the sub-series? That's a lot of books. Took pup out for evening. Took pup out of evening walk and finished 70 pages of Jade City. Gonna save the next 30 pages for tomorrow. Thanks for the sprints. Enjoy your evening, Cherie. Sorry, my dog is being rude and interrupting me trying to say bye to you. She broke her shower because she got mad when she lost water pressure when she was using the shower head for a thing. The problem with the plumbing repair was there was no replacement parts or anything. It annoys me when authors don't even bother watching a YouTube video to get something close to right. Yes, I see that. So I'm very critical with mental health stuff. So like I am quick to call out authors on like, oh, this was like you're inaccurate in terms of diagnoses, and I will like literally pull out the diagnosing book and be like, let me show you where you're wrong. And then I'll also talk about how like the language changes. And I know authors don't know all of this stuff, but I think it's a good thing for if you're going to write about a topic, you should be like knowledgeable so that your readers believe it, especially when they're in that field. But sometimes the language around mental health too bothers me, like when they say that someone was a schizophrenic and I'm like, no, you are not your disorder. Like that person has schizophrenia. Does you know what I mean? So that's my little pet peeve. I love your shirt. You always have the cutest shirts. Oh, thank you. I saw this. It's a Mickey Minnie fall one, and I have a Christmas one too. I was like, oh, cute. And it's cozy, very cozy. That is really pretty. Yes, it's stunning. I don't even know what the other book looks like, but I'll save it for when I want a little dopamine boost. Agreed, cute jumper. Thank you. Meredith, I read up to book 10 a few years ago and recently started rereading / continuing the series, but there are so many books. I had no idea there was 60. I knew there were like the 20 or whatever IPB ones, but I didn't know there was a sub-series. Currently 30% in, really liking it so far. I would love to chat about it whenever you get to it. Yes, hopefully I am doing a fairy loot, what do you call it, challenge, kind of like the book of the month one that I just did at the end of September, where we go through this lovely backlist of fairy loot books. So if anybody wants to join that, there's a channel in the Host for Pros Discord you can join, and like we'll do what we did with the book of the month one, where you just like update your stats, so like how many pages you read every day, and we kind of see like the daily rankings. And it's just a good way to get like a couple of books off your shelves, and then if you don't like it, you don't haul it or whatever, you know. Also, I didn't read the noted Mallory Dunlin. I just binged all the ones with audiobooks, and it's a fever dream. I was going through a rough time, so it was my coping mechanism. I love that. Books are definitely a really good coping mechanism. Isn't there more than one sub-series? Please let us know. Okay, so there's a few. Ristiverse, Ice Home, Corsairs Brothers, and some standalones. Interesting. I had no idea. Oh, well, now that I'm clicking. Well, what are the ones? Okay, so I see on Goodreads that there's like all these Ice Planet Barbarians, but it's like, maybe they're like little novellas, but some of them say like 4.5, and then there's like, where was it, 6.2, 6.1. Are these just like spin-off stories of that couple's story from the main book, the whole integer? Whoops, Daisy heard that. Pupper walk. No, she's barking at something outside. She's like, she can't even see what is outside. She just hears things. Next up is finishing Caught in the Basilisk Gaze by Mallory Dunlin before the interview. Yes, I want to read that one. And actually, I'll tell you what I have on my list. I know Laura's going to read a couple of other ones and do a vlog. I'm going to be reading, where is it? Caught by the Basilisk Gaze, Captured by the Fey Beast, and The Gardener and the Water Horse. And I think, so the first two I just mentioned are her most popular ones. I want to say the second one I mentioned is her newest one. And the third one, I think she recommended to me because I said I wanted an enemies to lovers fantasy romance. So she said that one would be a good fit for me. I feel like we should never read books about our job industry because it's never right. I avoid books with aged care work. Yeah, and again, I know authors are not experts in those fields. It's just sometimes like it really sets apart a good book from a great book because like you can tell some people did the research, even for something little, you know. I would join that Fairy Lit Challenge. I have so many unread books. Come and join. I also have so many unread, and I'm like, why do I keep having this subscription? But it's just, I don't know. It's like the surprise of getting something every month that I really like. It's just something to look forward to. So I actually need to just read them, though. So these challenges are very helpful. The 0.5 ones are novella. Like for Christmas, they're honeymoons and babies. 0.5 ones are novellas or bonus chapters. Interesting. Okay. So these are not part of the sub-series, or they are? I'm just blown away by how many there are. And also, if I were Ruby Dixon, I just wonder, how does Ruby Dixon keep all of these couples straight in her head? Like, does she have one of those, what are they called? The forensic people do them. They have those boards with all the red lines going everywhere. Like, this person's related to this one, or they're paired up with this one, and they have this baby, and you know? There's some novellas. Generally, they're all pretty short, except the Corsair Brothers. Those books were serialized and are really long. I'm learning some new stuff today. I had issues once with a book when they said something that would have taken about five minutes in Google. Yeah. I will say I do like when in the author's notes, like you can see like they'll thank, oh, thank you to Dr. Psychologist person, so and so, because then you can tell like they actually did their research. And I generally like when they talk to more than one, because not every psychologist knows everything. Like I'm not going to pretend to know I know everything about psychology, but a huge part of my job is diagnostics, because I do psych evals, and that's what people come to me for, is like, okay, what diagnosis do I have? So I do lots of tests and stuff with them to determine like the best diagnosis. But like my opinion may be different from someone else's, you know? Basilisk Gaze is really good, but it's thick with 2 C's. Yeah, it's a chunky one. I think the Fae one is also chunky too. She has full checklist and graphics on her website. I must see this. Also, Catherine, is she going to Monster Erotica Con? I can't remember. Or maybe she's going to a Polycon. I can't remember where she's going. I'm going to have to look at these graphics just to see. Now I'm seeing all these other spin-off series that you're talking about, or sub-series. Wow. They said that the last name McWhatever is not Irish. It's Scottish. It is Irish, though, and Scottish Mac whatever is also okay. Yeah, I like some of the origins of stuff. Yeah. Katie Robert has that relationship map for the Neon Gods series. Oh, I love that. I want to continue on the series. Just Katie Robert is such a good writer. They're basically all the same book rewritten, but this person has the quirky trait that they were an author back on Earth, but they're a sapphic and poly one. At least she tried. Oh, they're not great, but they're easy distractions that require a little thought. And I love that, because like I need that from real life. Oh, she said Villains and Vixens. Wait, Sarah, you're going, right? I think we're in a group chat together. Are you going to Villains and Vixens? Because I think you're staying in a room with Katie. And then I got me and Brie a room. And if anybody else wants to just come over and whatever, that's fine. We could just have a party in both rooms. Like I said, 5 minutes. Just check the facts for real. Also, hello. Yes, I'll be there. So exciting. I need to actually look at tickets to fly there, because when I tried to book them, whenever the tickets came out, the flights weren't available yet because it was over a year into the future. So I think now I can actually try to book and see like how much it costs and stuff. But it should be relatively cheap currently. We'll see. Yeah, let me pull that tab up too so I remember to do that, because I keep forgetting about things when I don't write them down immediately. Actually, we can see, where is it? Dallas? Right? I think it's in Dallas that we're flying, that we need to fly into, because I think it's in Grapevine, Texas. Okay, let's see how much tickets are. It's for September. Oh, when is it? I don't even know anymore. I can't remember what days I booked the hotel for. I think it did it for 1 day ahead. So the 4th. Oh my gosh. Okay, if I were to leave on Wednesday, it's $249. But if I leave on Thursday, it's $462. So wait a minute. There's no return flight? Or maybe it's not available yet. Uh-oh. No, it should be available. It goes out to the 12th. Uh-oh. I'll have to figure that out. Anyways, don't forget to hydrate. I feel like Nightbot hasn't come up with that reminder in a hot minute. So we might be mummifying Christina. So just kind of some wrapping up details for tonight. Tomorrow there's more SMUTELLA sprints. So we're going to be starting, well, I'm going to probably be finishing Slasher Pass. I think it's going by pretty quickly on the audio. And if I listen to it like all day today or all the rest of tonight and tomorrow, I'll probably be trying to finish it in the first sprint or so. And then I'll probably switch to the shorter book, Scream for Us, which I want to say that novella's, it's like a novella, Scream for Us. Let me see how many pages it is. 81 pages. So I think that's a good balance of this big ass 500-page book and then an 80-page book. And I'm just seeing that Scream for Us is actually a prequel novella to Bloodshed. So I may have another series I'm picking up. I really need to do a series audit where I go through like all the books that I've read and whatever series I need to finish. Okay, so I have sprints tomorrow. I'm going to pop that tomorrow sprints in the chat. Those will be at 12 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to go till about 5. I should have some friends joining. Some UK friends, potentially Australian friends. But I think it'll be better timing for them because right now it's like in the middle of the night for some of them or like really early in the morning. So it makes sense that they can't join us. But we should have some fun, friendly faces on the screen and probably some very unhinged moments. But you'll get 5 hours of us. And then on Sunday, I'm going to be doing 10 a.m. Let me check. Yeah, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now I'm seeing that. I'm like, oh, I gotta change it on the spreadsheet. But yeah, we'll be a little bit longer Sunday so that we can finish up the SMUTELLA books because I want to say Corrupt is also one of those long books. So I just want to make sure I'm getting through all the books that I have slated on my TBR, which is really good for me because I do need to like read these books that I have. But anyways, don't forget to hydrate tonight. And don't forget to check out the friends that have joined me so far this week. So we've had Coda, Neva, Bree, and Nicole, I think, that have joined so far. And we should have tomorrow, potentially, Shauna, Laura, maybe Donna, maybe Nicole. So lots of fun friends. Yes, I am ending. It is 9 p.m. almost here. 5 minutes to 9 p.m. I forgot to put up the last sprint thingy. My bad. I did not realize that. I forgot to put that up. But who do we have on right now? Oh, our friend Lexi. Our friend Lexi is sprinting. Here we go. Let's join Lexi and say hello to her. She's currently on a chatty bit. So thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you hanging out with me. And Meredith, I hope you get some more smut in your books. Like whatever book you pick up next, hope you get smut. And everyone enjoy your night. And I'll see you guys on Lexi's channel for a little bit. Bye.